You're part of
Right.
like a very like it's a horror series, right? So there's some like serious elements to this. How what how did you bring that comedic tone to something that at times was really scary and serious and dealing with some different emotions?
Well, I think it's all in the writing, really. The writing. What's surprising, I think, about Evil and what people don't realize when they start watching it, you sort of you think, oh, this is a horror show. It's a procedural with a horror element, but you don't really realize how funny it is and how the Robert Michelle King have managed to sort of infuse the show with social satire, social commentary, and humor and absurdity as well. And that's what I think elevates the show from other horror stuff out there. I think it's a very smart show that actually is so much more than a horror show. And so, I personally, I've done comedy in my career. I've done dramatic stuff in my career. So for me, it was a lot of fun to get to meld those and to play the dramatic stuff, which is there in the show because it's a thriller and it's a dramatic show. But then also to sometimes just step into more absurd comedic stuff, and I think that's what actually makes the show engaging and interesting and surprising in a way.
You're on your final season. You've grown, and your relationships on set always grow. And will you miss your coworkers? And what do you like most about your coworkers?
What do I like most about them? They're going to read this, so I have to say nice things. No, I love working with Katja and Mike and the whole cast. Christine, Michael Emerson, Kurt Fuller, the girls, Andrea. It's rare that you get to work with a group of people that you really enjoy coming to work with every day and enjoy playing with and enjoy, doing this. So we had a great time on the show. What I'll take away from it, other than the fact that I think we made a tremendous show, we did some really great work and it's out there and people can see it and it'll always be there for us to sort of be proud of. The experience in making the show was also something I will take away with me, which is that we just had such a great time making this show, and we just all had so much fun behind the scenes. And yes, it's hard work, and yes, it's sometimes long hours and stuff, but the experience of it, and I think that also comes from the fact that when you're doing good work as an actor, you feel confident. Where actors sometimes get anxious because they feel like, oh, the writing's not good or the acting's not good, and this is not. Whereas if you feel confident and you're surrounded by a really strong structure, you not only get to bring your best work, but you get to also feel free to play and have fun. So I think we really got to do that.
There's always a prankster on set. Who was the prankster on your set, and did they get you?
You know what? Everyone was a little bit of a prankster at different times. I know Mike and I had a joke, a prank that Katja has talked about in other interviews. So I don't feel bad about talking about it. We would sometimes hide in her dressing room behind the door and then just jump out, it's very third grade, I know, but it was incredibly satisfying. And she would, and the crazy thing was, it was like Charlie Brown on the mound with Lucy. Like, she never figured out that we would do it. We do it again and again and again, and she get caught every time. And so Mike started it. I did it as well. But yeah, that was a kind of an ongoing prank we would play. The crew used to have a prank where you'd find an egg in your pocket every now and then, which was sometimes not so fun.
No, I would not think so. You've delved into this character, and you have done something that most actors have a difficult time doing, which is breaking from the comedic role, because you're known as a comedian, but now there's depth to you. I mean, how do you feel about that accomplishment already in your career?
Well, the thing that people don't realize about me, I think, is that I've been doing drama and comedy my whole career. You know, the crazy thing about this business is that, when you're on a hit, then everybody, knows about that. So when I got on The Daily Show, people were like, oh, he's a comedian, because I was on this show that was so much part of the zeitgeist, and everybody was watching, especially back in 2006, 2007, 2008. We were so everyone was like, oh, Aasif. But the reality is, I had, for 10 years prior to The Daily Show, been doing dramatic stuff. I'd done, Law and Order and theater, and I'd done movies where I had been dramatic and stuff. So I came out of drama school and acting school and never thinking of myself as a comedian. I was always an actor who did comedy, but also did dramatic stuff. So for me, it's not a departure. It is, I think, for fans of mine who might only know me from The Daily Show, or might only know me from the comedic stuff, because the spotlight was so bright on that stuff. But I've been doing drama my whole career.
Mm. Now you're departing your final season. What are you looking forward in the future, and what are you looking for? Is there a role specifically, or a movie that's in your head?
I'm always looking for a role. I'm always looking for a movie. I'm an actor who wants to keep working, so great roles, great parts I'm always open to that. I'm currently doing another horror series, actually a limited series for AMC called The Devil in Silver, with Dan Stevens and Judith Light and a whole bunch of great folks on that. So that will be out next year on AMC. So I'm shooting that right now. And then I'm also going to be doing some theater this fall. If any of your readers are out in LA this fall, I will be at the Gaffin Theater with Rainn Wilson, who's best known from The Office, doing Waiting for Godot. So I'll be doing that this fall. And then I've got some projects of my own that I'm working on. I want to direct, and I'm producing a couple of movies. So I'm gonna stay busy.
It sounds.
I have a 4-year-old. Well, so that keeps me. I also like living dad life. So that's also a handful.
Finding that balance. That's interesting. You're doing a lot. You're in Hollywood, and people have an image of LA and an image of you, right? That you always think. But are you enjoying fatherhood? How has that been part in trying to find that balance in your life?
Oh, it's so funny. I became a father later in life. I never really thought about having kids. Most of my life was about my career and sort of, hustling and trying to get work and stuff. But I had my son in 2020 during the pandemic, and it is the greatest thing I ever did. He's tremendous. I think it's made me a better artist. I think it's made me a better human. It just has opened up my world and my heart, and all of it. Can't say enough about it, man. It's being a dad is the best gift I ever gave myself, and I, can be a good dad to my son. That's the challenge. I think all of us as dads want to do better than our dad did, or if some might feel good as our dad did, but we want to be the best dad we can be. So I try very hard to make sure that I'm there with him, and leave the career put the career down every now and then, just so that I can be a dad. You know.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you so much luck in the future. I'm looking forward to your projects and you know, and you know, for you sharing your talent. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank